Whether you like it or not, money is a very critical factor in relationships. Whether you're having this relationship in business, or you're having this relationship in marriage, or is a courtship, or is a friendship, as long as money is involved between the two of you, it's a very critical factor. Okay, because even if you want to set a bigger picture, sometimes people just look at money when they are thinking big. Even the little daily budgets, it involves money. So when you're having a relationship, you and your partner needs to understand your financial status. Okay, because if you're in a relationship with someone and your true financial status has not been disclosed, okay, you'll be under a lot of pressure. The demand that will be placed on you will be more than your income. And so you'll be living above your status, you'll be living a lie, and your relationship is not on a solid foundation. Okay, whether you're discussing big pictures, whether you're talking about smaller budgeting, whether you're talking about fulfilling future plans, money is involved. There is no relationship without money.
My good. How did the cavemen survive?
They had
Okay,
they had cars, they
right?
had trade by barter, they had things.
Money then.
That was money. One
Wow.
of the spouse can be overspending. I know when one of the spouse is overspending in a relationship is a critical issue. And most times you find out that the spouse that is overspending is usually not the one that brings in the money on the table. So you see, you need to understand the spending pattern of your partner. You also need to sit down with this partner and discuss the spending habits, the spending pattern, and your true financial status. People just get into a relationship without talking about how they're going to share bills. It's very important. Who is taking care of the school fees if you're getting married and you're having children? Who is going to be taking care of the hospital bills? Who will be taking care of the rents? Who is taking care of groceries? All of these you need to sit down with your partner and decide who is taking what. Everybody becomes very responsible. Now, when you fail to do this, there might be pressure on one of the spouse more, and instead of the other partner to begin to support, because you guys did not have a discussion, the other partner can be pretending not to notice that there's a pressure on one of the partners, and then this drives to mental health issues. So itemizing the ways to improve your relationship with money. Okay, you review your budget and financial status together and your spending habits. You keep, the way you spend 10 years ago cannot be the same way you're spending today. So per time, yearly, every other year, you can't be reviewing. Also need to focus on the spending that helps you meet your goals. Okay, this will tell you that as a couple, you're supposed to sit down, list your goals. What do you intend to achieve in the nearest future, in few months' time, in years to come? If you have discussed your spending habits and you have drawn your budget as a couple, and I'm coming to make a request out of that budget, you won't be flipping.
Okay.
You've discussed it already. None of us can bring ambiguous requests that is not within our space. So when people flip that way, another point is that they've not been truthful about their financial status, and so the other party is requesting for something that they cannot afford, and so that triggers an anger in them.
Who do you think should be in charge of finances when it comes to husband and wife?
Oh, I love this question. No specific person. It depends on the habits of each other. If you've understood each other, you've drawn out your budget, you've studied each other, and you know who spends more among the two of you. The person that spends less, the person that is a saver, the person that is a go-getter should be the one in charge of the finance. Everybody should be seen to be bringing something on the table. Now, when you are a part of the finance in the family and you have a need, the other partner will not flip on you. You'll be having discussion. You are contributing. Is when you're not contributing, either in managing the resources or in growing the resources, that's when the other partner will flip. No matter how much a man has, if the woman is not, like I said, she has to contribute to the growth of that finance, or she contributes to managing the resources. Now I've made so much money. Can my spouse manage my resources successfully for my next generation?